And welcome to Filmi Ladies. We are Pitu and Beth, and we would love to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day as well as a very happy Galentine's Day. Now, as you know, there is one word in the Hindi language that Beth really hates, and that word is izzat, especially if it's yelled on screen by some like old patriarch and he's just like shaking his fist, going, izzat. And then my most hated word, of course, is tyag, especially if it is mumbled on screen by some long suffering ma and she's crying into her white sari and she's talking about all the tyag she's done. But there are other words that both of us are actually very fond of. And if they exist in the title of a movie, we are that much more inclined to watch that film. Those words would be pyar, ishq, mohabbat, Kabir Bedi, love, Dil. So for this episode, to celebrate both Valentine's as well as Galentine's Day, we have each chosen a movie that has the word Dil in the title. My movie is Dil Deke Dekho. It is from 1959 and it stars, it's actually the debut film of Asha Parekh. She's a bebe in this movie. It's a cute rom-com and has mistaken identities. And it's the second film of Nasir Hussain. And the actor in it is, of course, my favorite Kapoor, Shami Kapoor. And then Beth's movie is Dilruba from 1950. So we both went down the retro route, which is not surprising to me at all. This was not planned. And her movie has the actress is Rehana, and then the actor is, of course, patron saint of the Filmi Ladies podcast, one Mr. Devanand.
Haven't seen him for a couple months, so it's nice to have him back.
How dare you? I mean, thank God you're watching it though, because I
Mhm.
haven't either, and clearly I am in the wrong.
Mm.
So please give us a synopsis of Dilruba and tell us why you picked it, apart from, of course, the Devanand factor.
Well, first of all, I want to say that this is one of those movies that I thought I should watch this. And I turned it on, and after about 10 minutes, I think I've seen this movie. And I hadn't remembered. And I checked my notes, and indeed, I did see this movie 8 years ago. So I'm not too mad that I didn't remember it, but it is cute. I don't know why I didn't remember it. There's been a pandemic since then. Maybe that's why.
Mhm.
Anyway, this is a very cute movie from 1950 with Dev Anand as an engineer. So he gets called Engineer Saab a lot, and he's wearing suits. And finally, for the first time in my life, I understand the Gregory Peck comparison visually.
Right.
I've seen way more Dev Anand movies than I have seen Gregory Peck movies, so I can't. I just every time I hear that, I think, but Dev Anand could be never be Gregor. It could be Atticus Finch, never ever.
Yeah.
But because that's my major Gregory Peck memory. So like, but anyway, but I get it visually. I see
Okay.
what he's. Anyway, so he plays an engineer. He's on a train with Rahana, who is a dancer in a dance troupe run by someone named Professor.
Nice.
uh, Professor has a necklace, a pearl necklace that Rahana would like, but he, is shady about it. And then the necklace ends up in Devanand's jacket pocket, and so they all get off the train at the same place. Or a police officer comes on board. Uh, no suspicions are raised. Apparently, they all get off at the same place. They're all going basically to the same place because the dancing troupe is performing and Dev's housing development that he's working on is there. There are shenanigans with a car and like him being like, I'll drive you, and her saying no, and being bratty and like that kind of thing, or vice versa, whatever.
Yeah.
Cars get stuck in mud. Dev and Rahana have to spend the night in a village because they've got rain and cars stuck in mud.
Right.
Um, there's all this other stuff about the rich guy whose house they're staying in this village had a daughter a long time ago, but then his wife took the daughter and left. He doesn't really know what happened to them. And then the guy in the village who they stay with, he also had a daughter for a little while. Hmm. Hmm. And there's this whole backstory, and then also the rich guy is a ventriloquist. So there's a
Oh,
ventriloquist dummy for part of it, and also he's a magician. And if memory serves, this guy was actually a magician, and that was kind of his claim to fame. Cuckoo is in it as another dancer, and Cuckoo and Rahana have several songs, and that's why you should watch this movie. These two women are amazing together. If Wikipedia is to be believed, Rihanna was called the first Jatka girl of Hindi cinema, apparently.
okay.
She was Escandalo, and then she went off to Pakistan. She was like too Escandalo for Bollywood, so she went to Pakistan, and it sounds like her career didn't do great there, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I loved her. I loved her with Dave. Dave is not the point of this movie. He's
Okay.
good, he's fine, but this is really about her. He is also there, and he is, occasionally a little bit sassy and fun and like a good romantic lead, and he looks very dashing, and he's got his pompadour, and everything is about what you expect. So this is a cute movie. It is not a must see. But Dilruba, if I understand correctly, means what, like captivating or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that's an appropriate name, and it's not the most mushy of love stories by any means. It's
Hmm.
cute, it's light. There's a lot of shenanigans with the necklace and whose daughter is whose and whatever, but you just let it wash over you if you haven't seen it. It's on Tommy Dan 55 on YouTube with nice subtitles. You can really enjoy this film, or just watch the songs. That's nice too.
All right. So is this a rom-com?
Yes, I would say
Okay.
so.
There's no like heist aspect or anything with that pearl
No,
necklace.
no.
Okay. Interesting. Also, interesting point you made about like this is not a mushy love story because while you said that, I was thinking about all the Devanand films I've seen, and I don't think he's ever been mushy in any of the romances that I've seen him in. I feel like it's always very light and
I
frothy
mean,
and fun.
Humdungle has
Yeah,
aspects of that, right? But
a
yeah,
little bit.
in my
Yeah.
experience, he keeps it light, and the films
Hmm.
around him are keeping it light romantically most of the time. I'm sure there are exceptions, and I'm not, super well versed in his
Yeah.
filmography at this point. Sorry, but yeah, I love this kind of thing, right? It's breezy, it's light, it's got great music,
Hmm.
great, honestly, extremely good music, which is by, oh no, I'm so sorry, I don't have this pulled up. The composer is, I'm so sorry. It's someone, and you're going to go, oh yes, of course, the music is great. Um,
Is
oh,
it Shankar
Jan
Jagashi?
Jan Dutt.
Okay.
The music is really, really super. And that was actually what made me think, wait a minute, I've seen this before. Was as much as the visuals, it was the song that's playing on the train at the beginning. And I was like, wait a minute, because she's talking about like Jivan Ki Railway and like doing little dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 railway kind of sound, tick, 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 tick music. It's very cute.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. So my movie has a few firsts in it.
Mm.
So Asha Parekh actually used to be a child star, and so I think her first movie as a child star was like Asha or something, and I think in Asha she was with Vajanti Mala, and then her first movie is like a grown up, and I say grown up into quotations because like yeah she's not a child star, but she was 16 during the shooting of this movie Dil Deke Dekho. She's a bebe, and in fact, when the movie released in 1959, it actually released on her 17th birthday. So I know she's technically not considered a child star, but like in my head, she still is. She's just playing a romantic lead. And so when the movie starts, you very much know you're in rom com territory because it's actually the credits are cute. It's like, Nasser Sen presents or whatever, and then it's Filmale presents, and there's like a little boy, like an actual boy, not like a cartoon or a graphic, a little boy wearing like a Cupid's costume, and he's like shooting off a little arrow, and it's like, oh, you're cute. I don't know who you are. So he shoots off an arrow, and these two like Valentines pop up on screen, and then it says starring Shami Kapoor and introducing Asha Parekh. And so I was like, ah, interesting. It was her debut. And then the other interesting thing about it is that it is also the music director's debut, and that is Usha Khanna, who is one of the few women music directors in Bollywood. So it's also her debut. And this is the second film that Nasir Hussain had done with Shami. And he apparently, I guess, liked working with Shami and Asha Parekh so much that he actually did something like 6 movies with Asha Parekh in the lead. And that, like, Shami Asha combination, you get to see that in other Nasir Hussain films as well. So it was kind of interesting because you can see how this movie is setting up for like a long association. And I was particularly interested in watching it because I am not particularly well versed in Asha Parekh's filmography. I've never particularly considered myself like a fan or anything like that. And I haven't seen very many movies of her. For example, I've seen Karva multiple times and I love that film. But for me, the main point of Karma is Arunai Rani because she's so spectacular and the songs and the dances. Asha is kind of like not really my jam in that film. And then I do like Jitu Bhai also in Karma. And then recently when I watched Kati Patang for our series for the white color, I was actually really amazed by Asha. I thought she was fantastic in that film.
We will
In this
be going to
movie,
scoop her up and do an episode on her
yes,
sometime soon.
for
I'm sure.
sure. So I definitely approached this with like a lot of interest. I was like, let's see what baby Asha was like. And I would say she's super raw. She's so young in this film. I truly do not understand why and how 16-year-olds are starring in films. I do not get it, but I don't think a film set is a place that a 15, 16-year-old should be on, but whatever. Um, and but she's very cute, she's very bubbly. She doesn't have a lot of acting to do in this film, but she's very, very photogenic, and she has beautiful screen presence. Like when she's on screen, you're looking at her, so I can see how she had like the sort of the thingy of like stardom. Interestingly, Vijay Anand had apparently considered making her his heroine in one of his films, and he rejected her because he thought she didn't have star quality. So I was like, well, she proved you wrong, didn't she, Vijay Anand? And then 8 days after he rejected her, she was signed for Dil Deke Dekho. Um, Having said that, like, she's very cute in this film. She's very poised. She's shockingly poised for a teenager. And she doesn't play a particularly bratty person anyway. It's like a very sweet, pleasant, charming, cute role. She looks absolutely gorgeous in all of her outfits. She heads up a rock and roll club in Ranikhet, which I did not know such a thing existed, but it's a lot of fun. They basically just get together and dance to rock and roll, and she wears these like really cute like two-piece sets, like these little trousers and tops and like bows in her hair, which are all designed by Bhanwat Thaiya. It's very cute. But really, the star of this movie is Shami Kapoor. So how you were saying that in your movie, this movie is not really about Devanand. You're seeing it for Rihanna and Cuckoo. This movie, you're actually seeing it for Shami Kapoor. He is the star of the show. He is in every single scene. He looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is very much a movie for Shami Kapoor fans. I think this is a movie that really helped him cement sort of his like romantic, comedic, dancing star thing. And like most of his movies, Shami always plays like he either plays like rich people who are like aristocrats and princes because he just kind of has that vibe, or he plays musicians. There's never an in between with Shami. Like you can't imagine him as like a bank officer. That's just not a thing, right? Like, do you want to do your banking at a place where the bank manager Shami Kapoor? I
But
think not.
what about what's the movie where he has the orphans?
Oh, Brahmachari, but he's a
He's a
photographer in that.
photographer. But that's neither a rich boy or a
Yeah, but
musician.
when he's not a rich boy, he's doing creative pursuits.
I
See,
see. Okay.
he's an artiste.
Okay.
So he's a visionary photographer,
Yeah, I
or
don't think
he's
he's
like
a bank
a
manager.
musician. No, he's not going to be a bank manager. He's not going to be a bus conductor. How dare you? He's not going to work in a library. Please
That bus will
stop.
crash
Yes.
within a half an hour.
I mean, any Kapoor driving is just not ideal. I could very much see him as a bartender, but I think given his propensity for entertaining people, that would be a bar where he would just drink all of the alcohol instead of selling it to his patrons, and then he would just start dancing and flailing around. So I don't know if that would be a successful bar. But anyway, in this movie, he's a musician. This movie also stars Sulochana Latkar, who is like one of the grand old dames of Marathi cinema, and I love her. And she has a very important role in this movie. She is a ma, but she's a very interesting ma. She is a ma who is very glam. She wears these saris and she wears these like faux leopard muff coats and gloves, and she's a fancy ma because she's a very rich lady. And unfortunately, her husband, who is played by Surendra, I think, he believes that she has cheated on him, and it's like she's being framed actually by like a greedy employee. It's not important, but anyway, he takes the little boy and goes away. That little boy eventually becomes Shami Kapoor. And so she's like a ma who has been deprived of her child her whole life. But it's a very interesting role because she is so wary of like people taking advantage of her wealth and stuff, that she's just kind of like on edge all the time and questioning people, and has all of these like traumas related to the man and stuff like that. Also, there's a scene where her husband, who by the way is no Hrithik Roshan lookalike, he basically accuses her of cheating on him, and he's like, मुझे पता है तुमने मेरे साथ क्यों शादी करी, मेरी जवानी और खूबसूरती के लिए. I was like, boy, you have neither of those things. You are neither Jawan nor are you good looking. I don't know what you're smoking, but Sulochana did not marry you for either of those things. So please stop. He's very like Jawani and Khoobsurti. I'm like, where is this Jawani and Khoobsurti? So anyway, delusional boy. And there's at some point Asha Parekh, because she's like an heiress, and at multiple points they refer to the fact that her mother is like, she's returned from London and her mother's belated. So I don't know what that means. Like, is her mother like an Indian person who just lived in England for a long time, or was she actually an English woman? I have no idea, but her mom is nowhere in the picture. So she has three men pursuing her because she's beautiful and the head of the rock and roll club, and because she has all of this jaidad, which to me are three good reasons to pursue someone. And she doesn't know who Shami is. There's mistaken identities. Is he a bandmaster? Is he a saxophonist? Is he just a cad? Is he also a rich boy? We do not know. Sulochana does not know. Asha Parekh does not know. There are a lot of hijinks. Shami has played at least 5 different people in this movie because it's Shami Kapoor. So you know he's going to show up in like a dadi and like a wig and like a
He does
kurta.
do
And
like disguise a lot, doesn't he?
he does a lot of disguises, and a lot of times those disguises don't make any sense. But we just have to go along with them.
This is a not a why kind of
Yes.
situation.
If you're a Shami Kapoor fan, you just kind of have to suspend disbelief and just watch
Mm.
and not ask too many questions. Just enjoy. So he has a lot of nice dances. The title song is so much fun. It's really cute. One sad thing to me was that I was looking forward to seeing some good dancing by Asha Parekh, and they just
Yeah.
haven't given her a lot. They haven't
Mm.
given her like stage performances or anything like that. There is one song that doesn't have any words to it. There's just music, and it's actually really cute. So Shami and Asha are both like dancing, but it's like unrehearsed. It's just kind of like impromptu. So they're making like eye contact and they're like doing these steps, and they're a little bit flamenco-esque,
Mm.
and they're very like exotic and weird, but they're also kind of cool. And Shami's flailing is very well managed, meaning he's not doing too much of it. And so they look really cute in that scene. And Shami, if someone like Shami Kapoor, he is gorgeous in this movie. Like, he's very easy on the eyes. And she's very pretty also. So this movie is a good rom-com if you enjoy mistaken identities, which is very much a Nasir Hussain thing, as also a Mohan Desai thing. If in one of his get-ups, where I suppose he's supposed to be like a Muslim professor and kawal and poet, all the things, he keeps calling her Aziza. But the way he says it, it's so nice. Aziza means friend. He's like, Aziza. And I was like, yes, I too would like someone to say Aziza to me all day long. And it's very random. Like, he's like having conversations with people and they'll say something and he'll say Kem, which is Gujarati for what? And I'm like, why are you randomly speaking Gujarati? I don't understand. You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to shut up now. So it's a lot of fun. Does it make sense? No. Do the myriad subplots make sense? No. Do we understand why Sulochana is going through the things she's going through and what's going on in her mind? No. But we are here for her leopard muff coats.
Oh, yeah.
We're here for that. She looks very beautiful and glam in them. So it's a fun movie. It's very cute. It is not going to change your life. Well, it may change your life if you see the non-verbal musical thing that they're doing, which was cute. But yeah, it's not going to change your life. But sometimes you don't want to change your life. Sometimes you just want to have some fun.
Yeah.
And it's a cute movie. It's very cute. So yeah.
This raises the question of, if you want an easy breezy movie,
yes,
should you start by looking for titles with Dil in them? Is that better than average odds? Because we know not all movies with Dil in them are light and breezy.
right.
But I mean,
I
Dil
think
is very light and breezy. It is about things and it has some sad moments, but mostly it is light and breezy.
Yeah. I think Dil is a good starting point. But you know what I think is even more easy is love.
Mm.
Because if they use the word love in the title, like Love 86 or Love, 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 you know it's going to be from the 80s. And
So
you know there's going to be, it's good. Yeah. And it's going to be urban people. And there's going to be ridiculous things like table tennis and bowling and discos. And so that will be enjoyable. You know, there will be a lesser propensity.
I love this like hypothesis that if it has love in the title, there will probably be table tennis.
I am nothing if not a scholar, Beth. We know
Right.
this about me. But yeah, that is my theory. If it's love, if it has love in the title, or if it has disco in the title, you are assured some things. And table tennis is often one of those things. Bowling is often there. Skating is sometimes a thing with those movies.
But Disco Dancer has none of those things.
But it has Mithun.
It does, and it has Death by Electric Guitar, which is obviously
It does. It
fantastic.
also has the song about Jesus,
Yeah.
where he's sweating, and I don't know what's happening to him.
Oh,
He's having some
Krishna,
sort of like
Krishna, but
epiphany.
based on a song about Jesus. Yeah.
But also, isn't the painting behind him one of
It has a
Jesus?
poster of Jesus, I believe,
Yeah.
in Goa.
Because of course, if you're a disco dancer, you have a poster of Jesus. Why wouldn't you? It just makes so much sense. Duh.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
you're right. He does sing about Jesus in his
he
room.
does.
That's right. I forgot.
Buppy sings it. It's in Buppy's
Of
voice.
course.
So
And I forgot
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've only seen disco dancer, what, 1 million times?
5 times at least.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in for a ride when that's not even the memorable part of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, but I like your hypotheses. I think that dil is a good word. Pyar also is a good word. Um,
Ishq.
mohabbat is risky. Mohabbat and
Oh.
ishq, I think sometimes they can be a little emo
Hmm.
because they're weightier words and they're Urdu. So I feel like now you're getting into like families not liking each other, more like Romeo and Juliet, like star-crossed
Serious
slippers.
poetry too.
Serious poetry,
The
yes.
Ishkia, while very enjoyable, is not light and breezy.
No, it's
Either
definitely
Ishkia.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the rule is like if you start going into like an Urdu title, it's going to be heavier. If you
Look
start
out.
going into English and you have love or something like that, it's going to be like more disco oriented. And then Dil is like safe and it's in the middle.
I love this. I love this typology. I hope people will comment on their suggestions.
Maybe I'll just go back to college and like do my PhD or something
Well, and
in the
also
subject.
maybe you were saying like the 80s for love titles, but so if it's Bill before 1970, is it
Mm.
more likely to be light and breezy? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I have a quiz that I have prepared for you.
I'm so excited to do a quiz.
And of course, it's rhyming because if you're going to do it right.
Listeners, Pitu has just come back from vacation, and you can tell because she's all like rested and like writing quizzes and all sorts.
Being like a poet laureate here. Okay, so I will say I picked easy ones.
Good.
So they shouldn't be too difficult, but I did put in one difficult one just cause.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So we'll start. Okay, because you have to tell me the movie's name.
Okay.
He rants about my hijinks and only likes the pigeons he feeds. So I follow his daughter to Punjab while all of Europe knows my deeds.
DDLJ.
Yes,
Very
correct.
good.
You get a point.
Yay.
Okay. He's a cheeky journo. I'm a spoiled brat on the run. A love triangle is brewing. It's a lot of silly fun.
Well, is this one of the many It Happened One Nights remake?
Yes. Yes.
Um, I don't, ooh, is it gonna be, which one do you want to do? I mean, there's so many.
But it has the word Dil in the title. All
Oh,
these movies have Dil in the
oh,
title.
right. Oh, right. Oh no, my brain is gonna break. Um, and I've seen this, haven't I?
Yes. Like go through the movies, you know. So there's Chawa Pawa,
Right.
there's
There's Raja
Chori Chori.
Hindustani, Tori Tori,
Oh, yeah, I'd
Suhana,
forgotten Raja
Suhana
Hindustani.
Safar. It's oh,
Hmm.
Dil, I can picture that. I can.
You
It's
know it.
Yeah, I do know it. I have not seen this one, but I do know which it's from the 90s, right? Or early
Yes.
2000s. Yeah. Tell me, I'm not going to pull the
It's Dil
name.
Hai Manta Nahi.
Thank you. I knew it had Nahi at the end and I couldn't get the rest.
You were like, Nahi.
This is
Um,
people, this is why you should study Hindi. So you can
yeah.
the film titles.
But you have to watch Dil Hai Manta Nahi so you can complete your It Happened One Night
Right.
filmography.
Set of remakes.
Yeah. Okay. She is mysterious and beautiful, but the last seems shady. Will I foil her dastardly plan or just serenade the lady?
Will you read it again? I'm so taken
Yes.
by it that I can't even compute.
She's mysterious and beautiful, but the last seems shady. Will I foil her dastardly plan or just serenade the lady?
Wow, that's so good. I don't know. What is it? It's so
You
good.
know it. You know it. It has Dil in the title.
But my brain has emptied out.
Okay, it has Shah Rukh Khan in it, this movie.
Oh no. Oh no. All I can think of is Dilwale, which I don't remember what that movie is about at all. Um,
It
Dil
has
Se.
Man. Yay! You got it. I was gonna say it has Manisha, and then
It's
you said
very
Dil Se.
embarrassing,
Perfect.
but very fun.
Okay. An ode to friendships and their ups and downs. Sometimes we're dancing in discos, other times we're emo and full of frowns.
Dil Chata Hai.
Yes, correct. Okay. We are a people of contradictions with qualities both good and bad, but we're interesting and unique and just a wee bit mad.
Uh, uh, oh no, I can the Shah Rukh one with Juhi, right?
Yes.
Dil, hey Hindus, Dil be,
You
I
know
can't put the words in the right order. Da 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 Hindustani, Dil da Hindus. Oh my God,
it. It starts
be
with Fir.
here be Dil hey Hindustani. Thank you. I was trying to start it with Dil and I couldn't get there because
Yay,
that's
good
not
job.
right.
So far, you've gotten all of them.
Not really.
Um, well, you did. This is the last one. This is the one that's a little difficult. Okay. You can do it. Johnny ditched her for Nadira, so moaning Myrtle cries in a boat. There's a lot of hand wringing over pyar. Apparently, tyag is the antidote.
Try to think of films with Nadira with that have Dil in the
And
title.
moaning Myrtle.
Right.
And
Mm.
Johnny. I basically told you the cast.
I
I'll
know,
repeat it.
but
So
have I?
it's,
Oh no.
I don't think you've seen this movie.
Okay.
Or if you have, we haven't spoken about it. So I don't know if you have. I know I haven't seen it, and it's actually on my list. I want to see it for when we do our Retro Queens episodes. Johnny dish for Nadira, so moaning Myrtle cries in a boat. There's a lot of hand wringing over pyar. Apparently, tyag is the antidote.
That's so funny. Um, I don't think I've seen this, so tell me, what is it?
You haven't. It's Dil Apna aur Preet Parai.
Ah, no, I have not seen that. Should I see it?
Well, we should both see it because I want to see it, but I've been scared
Or
off.
Nicole?
Yeah. So basically, the story of Dil Apna aur Preet Parai, which I was like, I want to see this, is Raj Kumar, who I just think has such BDE, but also he's so annoying. He is. So he is this guy who's in love with Meena Kumari, but then he marries Nadira for money. Like
Ah,
Nadira is very
as
wealthy,
one does.
as one does. So he marries Nadira, and then Meena Kumari is very sad about it. And then something happens, and the song where she's crying in a rowboat is "Ajib Dasta Hai Ye," because she's
Ah,
at his wedding party and she's crying in a rowboat as her lover is marrying someone, as one does. I mean, I don't know
okay.
about you, but I
This
think there
movie is very full of as one does.
is somebody. I mean, I feel like that's so normal. Like your
I did it
person
this
jilted
weekend.
you, yeah, your person jilted you, and so you just get crashed their wedding reception and you sit in a rowboat and cry copious tears and sing a sad song. Like, why wouldn't you do that? It's
Wait,
the most normal thing to do. So yeah, that's what this movie is. And then like all sorts of sad things happen. Also I forgot to mention that Rajkumar is a surgeon and Meena Kumari is his nurse. So it's also an office romance.
mm, okay. Sounds like a lot.
It does sound like a lot, but I want to see Nader. I just have so many questions. I
The
want to see if
idea
there's
of
like hospital scenes.
Nadira and
Rajkumar.
Moaning Myrtle in the same
Hmm.
movie is interesting as well.
Right? But also, I feel like Rajkumar is too spicy and Nadira is too spicy. And I don't know about the two of them together. Or like, I'm struggling to think of what their relationship is like. It's got to be so fiery. And like dishes are probably being thrown on the walls or hookah, as in the case, well, he's a surgeon. But when has that ever stopped anyone?
Does he have his little mustache?
I think he does.
Yeah.
So I want to watch this movie. I think we should.
He's not ranking high on my list of film stars I want as a doctor.
No,
He's
because
at
you
the
prefer
bottom.
Vinod Mehra or Shatrughan Sinha, perhaps.
Ugh. Yeah, there aren't many good options.
I think my favorite medical doctor on screen, as you know, is Shami Kapoor.
But if
He's my
actually
favorite.
you needed medical treatment, like
Oh, as opposed to plastic surgery and face reconstruction. Mm.
I I don't know, I feel like Sunil Dutt, he's like he could do it.
Oh, he would be so sweet and darling, and I would like
We
totally fall
cannot
in love with
say
him.
the name Sunil Dutt without you doing exactly what you just did. So at some point we have to do an episode on him too.
I adore him. I would
No,
totally like
so
fall in
much
love
I
with
love.
him though. I would just like be a hypochondriac and I would show up at his clinic like every week and be like, Doctor, mujhe dard ho raha hai. Yeah, I think you're right. Sunil, that is very, I think Samitra would be such a good doctor,
I agree. I was thinking about him as well.
but he would be perturbed the whole time though.
Very perturbed. And then
So I don't think he can be like a GP.
he would feel away after it was after the procedure or whatever. He would have to
Yeah.
sit with his thoughts.
Yeah, his emotions. He could be a good psychiatrist or an oncologist, I feel
Oh,
like.
he'd be a
Maybe
great
not like a
psychologist.
GP.
No, 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 no.
No. Um, I think Irfan would be like a great psychiatrist.
Yes,
Can't you imagine
I
him?
can imagine him.
Shahrukh was a great psychiatrist in Dear Zindagi.
That's true, he was. But I don't want him as a surgeon either.
Why not?
I, I, the stuttering,
Uh,
you can't, I don't mean to
and
put
the
too broad a brush,
psychoness
but like,
from like
yeah,
Dar and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, that can be a problem. You don't want to hand those people a scalpel.
yeah. Also, he might start dancing, and you can't dance while you're doing
What if
procedure.
he was a cardiologist and when he's in the operation room, he starts singing Dar De Disco?
So when I had surgery a couple years ago and a cardiologist had to get called in unexpectedly because this was for thyroid and your thyroid is not
Yeah.
supposed to be near your heart, just FYI, but it was. So they had to call in a cardiologist and he was like he didn't actually have to do anything, but he was watching and like ready with little like I don't know what, but we
That's
always
so
wonder like
interesting.
I know when your thyroid is so overgrown it's getting near your heart. That's bad. That's why they have to take
Yeah.
care of it.
Does not sound good at all.
You know, that's not
And
where
I'm
that's
no
supposed to
doctor.
be. And
Oh.
I why did I tell that story? I think that he told me after that like he would have been ready with some of the like very micro tools that they have or something. I don't know, but this whole like you can do surgery by robots thing is amazing to me.
It's so amazing. I've seen like YouTube videos and stuff and like 60-minute stuff, and it looks really amazing to me. It's very cool.
Speaking of dills.
Ah, yes. Yeah. There is a movie called Dil Ka Doctor, by the way. It's supposed to be terrible. It has Anupam Kher in it.
Is it about a cardiologist or is
I
this
think
more a
it's a B grade
metaphorical sense?
movie. I think it's like a B grade comedy movie.
Sure.
And and there's the song goes, Doctor, Doctor, Dil Ka Doctor. You want to watch it?
I will watch pretty much anything.
We'll have you watch Dil Apna Preet Parai, and then we'll have you watch Dil Ka Doctor on the same weekend and see how you fare. It's like psychological
We
torture.
can do a dill episode like 3 times a year for years and never get
Or
bored.
do pyar or mohabbat, one
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
variations, or love.
We'll have to test out the hypothesis of the
Yeah, I
categories in
kind of want
future
to.
years.
I would pick like Love 86 or something.
Yeah.
So, of the Dil title movies, which is your favoriteest Dil movie?
Dil Chata Hai,
That's a good one.
I think.
What is mine? I feel like mine would be Dil Hai Ki Manta Nahi. I find it a lot of fun. I think Pooja Bhatt is really funny in it, and Amir Khan is good, and the songs are good. It's like got like a good nostalgia factor to it. It's very enjoyable. So I would pick that. I would say that's definitely a movie you should consider watching. Do you
Like
care for Amir Khan?
I do. I like him.
Okay. What about Pooja Bhatt?
Uh, Positive but fairly uninformed.
Okay. I mean, it's probably her third best movie because I think she's very good in Daddy, which is her debut film that Mahesh Bhatt made, and then she's really good in it. Shockingly,
I'm
you haven't
concerned
seen it?
about the title of this movie,
I
given that,
know.
oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I've only seen it the one time, but I really liked her in it. I mean, it's Mahesh Bhatt. Everything is weird in Mahesh Bhatt Bizarro world. And then her second best movie is Sakham, also directed by Mahesh Bhatt.
Mm.
And it has Ajay Devgan in it. It has a really good song called Tum Aaye To Aaya Mujhe Yaad, Gali Mein Aaj Chand Nikla. It's really nice, the song. So that's this her second best. And then I would say her third best would be Dil Hai Ki Manta Nahi. So I haven't seen very many Pooja Bhatt films, but these are kind of like her top three. And then she's in Sadak and
Yeah.
things of that nature. Have you seen her movie Chahat with Shah Rukh Khan?
Yes.
It's not good.
No.
No.
There's that little chunk in there in the 90s of like we watch them because we are Shah Rukh completists. That's
Yes.
basically the only
The
reason.
weirdest of that lot is probably Guddu.
Sure. Yes.
I still don't understand that movie. It is the weirdest thing ever. And then there's also that movie he did with Urmila. Was it called Bichu?
I can't even remember. I haven't seen that one yet.
I've seen it. It's very forgettable. Yeah, there was those movies like they all kind of like run into each other. It's like just the heroine keeps changing, but they're all very strange. But yeah, he went through that little patch there that I've seen all of those movies. I wouldn't see them if I wasn't a Shah Rukh Khan fan, but anyway. What are your Valentine's or Galentine's Day plans?
Um, I am going to see the Mark Morris Dance Company on Valentine's Day with a friend. I love the Mark Morris Dance Company. They come and do something at my university every year, so that's super fun. I see them almost every year. And then on, so Galentine's Day is the 13th, yes?
I think so.
Yeah. So at work, we are doing Palentine's Day.
What is
And
a Valentine's Day?
well, your pals.
Okay, like a gal pal.
Yeah, but any pals,
Mm.
gender non-specific. And
Mhm.
we are doing, at my suggestion, a root beer float party. So we're all bringing in different kinds of soda and different kinds of ice cream, so you can make your own. Could be a classic root beer float of root beer with vanilla ice cream, but you can do whatever. And I was telling people that my favorite of those actually is ginger ale or ginger beer with pineapple sherbet in it. So refreshing in the summertime. It's
Wow.
not summertime. It is quite chilly here, although not nearly as chilly as it has been. So I don't know what we'll see, but I have my ginger ale and I brought some sherbet, so I'm ready for Palentine's
That sounds very fun,
workplace
actually.
party. It's sweet. It's nothing to, you can make whatever size you want. Nobody has to bake anything. You just buy stuff. It's pretty easy. And
Nice.
we used to do a root beer float party most summers, and we didn't do one last summer, so we're catching
Mm, very cool. I will probably be working, so it's also my work anniversary at my like new job, so
up.
that'll be fun. I
Is
know.
is Valentine's Day extra tense at the bridal store?
It can be a lot of hijinks, let
Uh,
us say. There are a lot of hijinks. But also I will get my fill of strawberry covered chocolates. So there's that. That is one of my favorite desserts of all time. I make
oh
it,
yeah.
I make them myself because the grocery stores get like the really gigantic, like the gonzo big, like strawberries. And then I just like melt Ghirardelli chocolate and I do the thingy and then I put like pistachio crumbles on it. So
Ooh.
I know. I just roll them in like pistachio powder.
One thing that's good that I tried once is pouring melted chocolate over the pomegranate, little, whatever those little bits of pomegranate are called, right? So you just put
Yeah,
them,
the seeds.
yeah, you just put them on a cookie sheet or whatever with wax paper, and then you pour melted chocolate over. So it's kind of a bark, but with pomegranate
Yeah.
in. So good.
Wow, that sounds
Because
amazing.
obviously dipping the individual pomegranate things would be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That would drive you insane.
If you like stab them on a toothpick, they would, so then that would be just, you can't do it. But I recommend pomegranate bark.
Oh, very fun. Okay. Well, I think that concludes our little episode. So happy Valentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day to all of you. Beth wants to say something.
I just wanted to note, this may be of interest to very few of our listeners, but in case it is of interest to you, one of the amazing, mysterious, complicated figures of Hindi cinema has passed away recently, and this is Harinam Singh, who produced such films as Shaitani Dracula,
Mm,
and a whole bunch of movies with names like that. He is, I mean, just an absolutely fascinating filmmaker who often puts himself in his movies, and his everything's incredibly low budget, but you cannot but admire
the gumption.
the gumption and the attempt at entertainment. And like, he had a thing and he went for it. And I just heard from a friend in Mumbai who's actually met him, that he has passed away. So if you are interested in Harinam Singh, I'm going to put a link in the show notes about, with my friend who's met him, talking about what this person did for horror in particular, but kind of what does it mean to be this fringe, you know, whose movies get who got his movies got distributed, never in theaters, right? Always like over
Right.
cable or by people selling VCDs and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting figure. And if you have not seen Shaitani Dracula, please find it on YouTube. It's very hard to describe in words, but you should definitely watch it.
Nice. Maybe that's what some of our viewers will do for Valentine's Day.
You could do way worse. It would give you a lot to talk about with whoever you are celebrating with.
Yeah, like a glass of wine, some chocolate, and Shaitani Dracula. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, well, tell us what your favorite Dil movies are, or Pyar Ish Mohabbat movies. What do you think about our Dil theories and our love theories? And then tell us what your favorite films are of the ones that we mentioned today. Have you seen the two films that Beth and I have talked about, or no? We are very curious to hear your opinion, and we will see you next week. Bye.